5.
Mariano, come on.
On YouTube, Pierce, Scott, Joe. This is the first time we doing this, so if something fucks up,
sir.
Just know it's probably not going to fuck up the next time.
All right.
But yeah, no, this is a new venture for us, man. We're happy to be here right after the finals. It was an unexpectedly long one, an unexpectedly good one.
The funniest NBA Finals game, maybe of all time. Like, unexcusable. Like, it was laughs front to back.
It's up there. First off, before we even dive into the finals, because the shit literally just ended 15 minutes ago. Does anybody want to tell me what the fuck was going on in JR's head?
J.R. Smith. Who wants to go for it? You want me to go off or
I'll go, because me and Scott saw the game and we probably don't have very similar opinions. But I will say this. One, J.R. Smith's awareness on, if it was a rating in 2K right now, it'd probably be 25. If you're playing in crunch time, you should know what your opponent's score is. And if not, your coach should make you aware. When you're in the huddle, I'm for certain Tyronn Lue is sitting there telling you, okay, we're down 1. We're going to go for A, B, C. He misses the free throw. We catch the rebound. We do this. And for JR to do that, it's just wild. It's funny because he tweeted out something about Drake and Pusha T, and niggas kept tweeting, you focus on the wrong things, and what ends up happening. It's not the reason, obviously, but it's still hilarious.
It was a lot of reasons the Cavs lost this game. None of them involved LeBron James. For the first time in my 16 years of watching this dude play, I legit felt remorse in my heart for LeBron James. I legit felt bad for him. Dude dropped 51, 8, and 8. He missed, 10 shots? And they lost by 10, dog. By 10. And I didn't like the reverse call on Kevin Durant. I didn't like that one. I didn't know you could even reverse calls. To me, that one you just gotta let it slide.
That was kind of a soft call, yeah.
Yeah, the refs were real up and down all game. But the J.R. Smith thing, like you were saying, Joe, it reminded me of the Chris Conte 4th and 8, because when he just came out of a timeout and he let, what's my man, Randall Cobb just go right past him.
Exactly.
There was a timeout before that. And like you said, Ty Lue sent him the situation. How many times the players looking up at the scoreboard? Even if you thought you were up, Brian, what you running the ball? Take the foul. What are you doing? And then LeBron's pointing at him. It was just there was so many things, and even at the end, the Warriors trolling was so funny. Draymond doing the pom-poms, making fun of Kendrick Perkins, Tristan Thompson and Draymond getting into it, Steph and LeBron getting into it was funny because the Warriors had this look like we had no business winning this game. There was any game that the Cavs could have snuck, it was this one, and they didn't get it. They lost by 10. They're probably going to get swept now.
Yeah, I think it was. I can quote Chuck Swirsky on this. Chuck, if I'm wrong, if you're watching it, Chuck, because Chuck has tweeted me a few times. So if I'm wrong, let me know. But he said the Raptors could have won more games if they won Game 1, and that's the same thing that happens with the Cavaliers. You win Game 1 and get that punch in the mouth, you affect the confidence levels and the momentum. I think it was quite a few people, including Bomani Jones, who believe, momentum doesn't exist. And to their credit, from the scientific standpoint, it doesn't. But what it is confidence level. And if you go in, man, we just smacked the defending champs at home. We're the biggest underdog when it comes to Vegas odds in at least 16 years. That's a confidence booster. Now you go in, you give them your absolute best shot. J.R. Smith was not going to play better than this. Kevin Love has been huffed. So you're not going to do better than that. You're giving your best shot. LeBron James had 51 points. At one point, he didn't miss the third. And you lose by 10? And
they actually one thing that I think went under the radar, the Cavs survived the Warriors' third quarter run.
Yes, they did.
So you
but
can't
I will
survive.
say it was the team that survived it. It was the Warriors who did.
Oh yeah, of course. But either way, against the Warriors on the road, you got to take what you can get. So for you to survive that run and you don't win the game, it was right there in your grasp. Now, do you win this game? Now the Warriors going to be playing on defense. So now they're like, okay, we have to win game 2. You don't want to go to Cleveland down 0-2. Now the Warriors, they're kind of like, they can't beat us. We played as bad as we possibly could. And they still couldn't beat us. So they're going to carry that on to game 2. And then we were talking about it. Shout out to my guy, Mike. He was watching it with us. He thinks LeBron's going to pull a Kobe Game 7 against Phoenix in Game 2. and not even try. Like, look, if I had to do all that and we still lost by double digits, why should I try? If there's anything LeBron's doing tonight, he's looking up cribs and Calabasas right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know he said, well, Lonzo and Kuzma, their basketball IQ ain't that good. And for Ty Lue, I shit you not. J.R. Smith can't play game 2. I'm sorry. You can't play game 2. You can't. I don't even know why he played the overtime. He'd have rolled that bench for the rest of the game. That's horrible.
Hell fucking no, he can't play game 2. And I know we keep ramming it down people's throats how this is such a bad Cavs team and how like it's magnificent that LeBron's even to take this team to the finals. Like, but it's so pertinent to say because have we ever seen a team like this fucking bad propelled by someone this great? Because like what 2001 Sixers AI was fantastic, but you know he's not LeBron James. Like what right. LeBron's doing right now is simply fantastic, and I guess that's what myself and Jack Silverstein yesterday on the commute. That's what we tried to convey is that we really gotta give this nigga his flowers while we can still smell it. Tonight wasn't his loss. The man finally had a fucking 50-point game after never having a 50-point game in his life, and he should have willed them to a win pretty much. He's the reason that they stayed in it through a first quarter through a Klay Thompson injury. They withstood the third quarter dubs, which regularly knock people out.
Which regularly buries you.
Right.
And how many, and Kevin Durant, man, like, I was yelling at the TV, as Joe, like, I was yelling at KD like he played for the Bulls. I just, he was just doing some bonehead stuff. He was letting much smaller dudes post him up. And he was just missing shots. Like, there was no reason that some of them shots should have been, missing. Like, and it just, I kind of feel like Joe was saying when we were watching the game, he felt like he was trying to go one-on-one with LeBron.
Yeah, and you can see it in his eyes. Every time LeBron did something, he would always say, clear out, clear out. And the thing is, when you're on the Thunder, you have to do that. When you're on the Warriors and you have so many weapons around you, you don't have to. The Warriors played their best ball when they were just moving. And the crazy part is the Cavaliers did not move the ball bad. Nope. It just goes to show you how bad they really are and how much of a miracle it is for them to be there because there was open shot after open shot after open shot. Because every time LeBron went into the hole, it was 2 passes out to the open man. Kevin Love kept missing, J.R. Smith kept missing, and they've been doing it all season. So we shouldn't be shocked that it's happening, but this was their chance.
Shout out to Jordan Clarkson. Nobody.
Shout out to my dog Jordan.
Nobody saw the glory more than JC.
The real Jordan versus LeBron debate was Jordan Clarkson versus LeBron James.
Jordan Clarkson was out there just missing threes, and something to be said about Kevin Love, man. Kevin Love, we need to have a discussion on this guy not being as nice as he should be. Like, there be some passes where LeBron has where they're just incredible looks. These guys are wide open and they're missing shots. These are shots you gotta make. You know what I'm saying? And especially to win a game. And it's like, you did all of that, and I know we said this quote on Ball Don't Lie, all of that for a drop in blood. Like, all of that. They lost by 10. And I really feel like Steph Curry, he had a strong game. Shout out to Pavi for saying George Hill is going to get in his airspace. 29.6 rebounds, 9 assists. Yeah, I think he's really going to be Finals MVP, especially if KD keep huffing it out. And the thing is, if you look at the box score, it don't look like KD had a bad game, but if you watch that game, KD had won it. You know what I'm saying? And, it was a mess. It was a mess, man, because the Cavs should be 1-0 right now. I know they feel sick about that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess let's kind of dive into the Warriors a little bit. I know we were kind of texting back and forth to the end of it. Well, I kind of looked like they were going to go down, and the thing that I really pointed out was I'm sick and fucking tired of Kevin Durant thinking that he can ISO, his way to victory. Kerr said it in the last game, like, you got to trust your teammates. Like, this team was set in place before you even got here, man. This team is predicated on moving the ball. So move the fucking ball at the end of the game. Don't just sit in and try to take over when you don't have a lane, when you got LeBron on you. Like, just fucking move within the offense, and he wasn't doing that.
No.
Yep.
No. I agree wholeheartedly.
And it became a problem for Golden State down the end of that. Did you guys kind of creep into y'all head that they wasn't going to win this?
So you saying he creeped my head that the Warriors weren't going to win?
Yeah.
I always felt like they were going to pull out, except for when LeBron had the and one with like 45 seconds left. I thought that that was a game. I thought that was a game right there, especially the shot selection the Warriors had. And then what we originally thought was a charge on Kevin Durant. I was like, yeah, that's a wrap. The Cavs did the unthinkable.
Probably should have been a charge, and that definitely would have changed the outcome of the game.
I don't know if it was a charge or not. It was very hard to overturn.
It's kind of like exactly. It's like in football. If the call is too close to overturn, you can't overturn it. To me, that didn't look like that was enough evidence to overturn the call on the field.
So here, my thing is, and I've been searching through the NBA rule books for like clarification on if you're both meeting at the same spot at the same time, do you automatically defer to the defensive person? It's just like if you're looking at football. If the wide receiver and the defensive back both catch the ball at the same time and they're wrestling for whose possession, because it's too hard to determine who has possession of the ball, they automatically give it to the offensive player because he was the person who's supposed to catch it. So in the Kevin Durant situation, when I first saw it, I said that looks like a blocking foul because I feel like LeBron James was never in that spot first. His foot was moving, but then I realized, of course, it's okay as long as you're in that spot first. And I don't think he ever made it to that spot first. In fact, I think KD got there by a millisecond. However, when it comes to just the plain view without the replay, it could go either way. But to say it's definitive, if people mad at the replay, I get it, but they've been doing this all season. So we should not be shocked at the replay. But however, in a game like this, I guess you do expect the refs to not almost I wouldn't say even put the game on their shoulders because I never say refs win you or lose you the game. Because unless literally they're calling a foul on the other team every single play, because you still have to put in work before that. But that definitely was a controversial call.
And shout out to LeBron because he's finna go in a post game and not throw JR under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna. I can't wait to see his political answer. And Kobe Bryant, would have threw him under the bus, ran that nigga over. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have threw him under the bus. Like it's just I've seen the play 5 times already. They've shown it so many times on SportsCenter already, and I still can't believe it. He got the ball. All you had to do was go back up, man. And George Hill missing that free throw. George Hill needs to thank J.R. Smith for him not being the reason.
He bailed him the fuck out.
He bailed him out. Because you can't miss that free throw. You know what I'm saying? You already let Steph almost put 30 on your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, man, I really have nothing to say. I really can't believe what I just saw. It was a crazy game.
Shout out to Keylog Films. Keylog Films is watching right now. He says, quote, JR can't play in game 2. It's like if someone drops your infant. They never hold the kid again.
Oh, right. Exactly. I agree. I agree.
So that's probably plausible. It's par for the course again with Golden State. They do the same shit every fucking game where they lax off in the first quarter.
I feel like they've been doing this all year. I was telling Joe about this.
All the whole run, really.
There was like 3 or 4 times where they could have went on 12 or 13. And like those stupid stuff like sometimes I don't get Steve Kerr's lineups. Like I understand he want to get everybody take, but there was a lineup in there where it was like Kevon Looney, Swaggy P, Draymond, and like Jordan Bell. Like, dude, this
you
is
had
like
you had at least 2 bums and a rookie out there, and
that was a middle of January lineup in the finals. And the funny thing to me, we was talking about this, we watched it. It didn't feel like a finals game. I felt like I was watching a game in February.
Yeah. I felt like a standard regular season game on TNT.
I think that's because you want the finals logo back on the court.
Yeah,
like
the final. I've been advocating for bringing the finals logo and the NBA playoff logos back on the court. It takes away.
I didn't even realize that they didn't have it.
Yeah, it hasn't been on there for like 2 years, low key.
No shit.
Yeah,
no, I want to have a quick thought about JaVale McGee. When JaVale McGee got in the game, he contributed a very good amount. But man, after that, I catch in the whole I can't believe I'm here moment, they immediately took him out. And if he had better confidence, I would leave him in there. Dude, they replaying this shot. J.R. Smith is just a moron for that.
Keylog Films is actually Jack, so shout out to Jack. But yeah, JR came in and like all of Twitter was like, J.R. Smith is starting the second half. We'll see how this works. And then all of a sudden, he's the damn spark to a second half surge. So yeah, JaVale played fantastic for the time.
Especially after not playing at all in the Western Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. He came out there and gave the Warriors some good minutes. I'm trying to think, like, there's really not, I can't even name, like, things that the Warriors just did flat out good. They just survived. If I'm the Warriors, I have a hearty laugh in that locker room tonight, like, yo, them niggas, they really can't beat us. Like, they really, really cannot beat us.
Like, you literally got a guffaw at the fact that these niggas just cannot beat you.
They're so bad that if the Warriors don't sweep, I don't know. It should be an asterisk.
I really fucking feel bad if I'm Draymond and I don't sweep these niggas as bad as they are this shit.
I've got my TV on mute right now, and all I see is Stephen
A. Smith.
You can hear him, and I bet you can hear exactly what he's saying.
I know what's going on. What's that?
When you talk about the lights over J.R. Smith.
All right, wait. On the count of three, we all give our best Stephen A. Smith impression of this game. All right. One.
You go one by one?
No. We're just going to go all at the same time. Levitar style.
This is going to be it.
Levitar style.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You got to be
J.R. Smith.
You got to be
J.R. Smith.
Let's go.
All you had to do was turn around and call timeout.
You can't get guys like Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant extra shots to beat you in a basketball game.
J.R. must be smoking crack.
He said, LeBron James, he's going to play tonight. That's what I know with Screaming A and Sam right now. I know he's going up. Thomas just texted me, George Hill came up strong in this game. He funny as hell. I know he meant that for Pappy. That was definitely sarcasm.
I will say, the fact that LeBron James doing this at 33 years age in 15 years.
It's incredible.
Man, but the thing is, man, is that, and okay, I get that he wanted, this is going to be a little wild because people might disagree because he did win the title in Cleveland. He should never left Miami.
Oh, fuck no, he should never left Miami.
No.
Because, honestly, I feel like playing with the Cavs is going to take a year off of his playing time. Because what he's doing right now, no player should have to do. It was me, Scott, and Mike. I don't know Mike's exact name on Twitter. But we're sitting there watching the game. Third quarter happens. 52 seconds into the third quarter, time I put LeBron back in. I mean, dead ball put LeBron back in. I'm like, bro, first of all, he had 13 seconds at the end. And he gets is 58 seconds. You might as well just leave him in the third quarter. No human can do that. And as you saw, when the Warriors started going on a bit of a run, as LeBron's legs were not under him. Every time he drove, he did not get lift. It's like a boxer. If you throw a lot of punches, most boxing matches sometimes end up with 200, 300, 400 punches. If you throw 200 in the first 4 or 5 rounds, for the next 6 to 7, you're not going to have any power behind those punches because you have nothing in your legs. And that's the thing with LeBron. And unfortunately, the fact that he has such terrible teammates, skill-wise, he's going to tire himself out every game. And it's going to be bad. This was their chance. I have nothing bad to say about him except on Twitter. I'm going to slander him. So, it's just...
Yo, Pappy really serious. He said all he did was miss a go-ahead bucket. That's a lot. And he let Steph drop 29.
Is he tweeting this?
No, he texting me. He's dead serious. I don't understand that. I've never met a George Hill fan.
I know they exist.
He was like, he's been to 8 finals. I mean, he's been to 8 Eastern Conference Finals. How many of them he lost, bro? Like, come on.
What y'all think about Tristan Thompson though in that last foul?
At the end of the game,
that was a petty foul.
Yeah.
It's only 2 seconds left, but he should have been ejected. That was unnecessary. Let him take the shot in the game, call it a day.
It was one of those fouls, and then like afterwards they got to do the whole let's stand around for 10 minutes and ask what happened and investigate and shit. Like, none of that shit's fucking necessary. None of it's necessary. The game was pretty much over. Tristan got kicked out. I think
Tristan wanted action.
Didn't Drake get attacked?
I don't think he got a tech, did he? No, because they didn't shoot a tech foul. No, they didn't shoot a free throw.
Okay.
No, he didn't get a tech. I just don't understand. Like, he wanted smoke because he specifically went after Draymond after that.
And then he muffed him in the face, which
with a basketball.
When Draymond was doing the pom pom thing, he was pointing to Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins, yeah.
No, that's
my favorite Draymond play of the game was when he finally hit a three. He hit a three. I think of Kevin Love, and he reacted like he had
quarter.
Hey, he hit the next quarter that too, bro.
And Draymond, you gotta love Draymond, man. Like he's the heel that we deserve.
He really is, man. He really is. What other quick notes of this game do you have?
I'm trying to think. Well, the Warriors really need Andre Iguodala back, man. They just they look a mess without him. If this was against any other team, it would clear a little more. Like, I feel everybody brings up Chris Paul absence in Game 7, which is a good point. But I feel like if Iguodala didn't get hurt, it would have never even got to a Game 7. So he's a big key. He's the fifth best player. He defensively is able to check LeBron as much as a human possibly can.
And then for some reason, it seems like they have an element of patience when he's in the game.
Like, this is LeBron's first 50-point playoff game, which was actually funny because we brought that up on Ball Don't Lie Extra with Jack, and Jack actually brought that stat up. Now it's kind of crazy. And then tonight he got his first 50-point game. Iggy's in there. I mean, Bron's still probably at like 43, but it'll slow it down. And then just a lot of sloppy passes. And I feel like since Game 4 of the Houston series, that KD has been playing a lot of ISO ball. Mm-hmm. And it's like the Warriors are the best when they're moving the basketball.
Yeah. And that's what.
Real quick. While we was on the subject, like the passes and the turnovers, well, the funniest parts of this game, I was laughing my ass off when Curry completed a behind the back pass to Clay, and everyone gasped. The entire arena was like,
"Oh yeah." No, I was like, damn, like remember it looked like Clay was done for the game with that little ankle turn. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was gonna be something crazy like he out for the series. I'd have been so upset.
Most definitely, but Joe, you had a point you were getting ready to make.
Honestly, I cannot remember where I was going with it. It may have been about just Andre Iguodala and how his effect on the team is really big. And Skyler's right; they do look like one big cluster. And Kevin Durant, when it comes to going to LeBron James, I don't know if it's an egotistical thing. I don't know if it's this thing where, we're down, I'm going into instinct mode, but the ball never, ever has to stop like that when you're the Warriors. You have too much talent. I mean, I'm looking at the last play of the game right now, and I can see LeBron James and them, the ball stopping. Also, this nigga J.R. Smith said, I ain't know we was up. Wow. Literally in the game. And this nigga LeBron didn't even look at J.R. Smith on the bench.
Yo, LeBron didn't even look at this man on the bench.
You see, said, I didn't know we was up. You should. I should hear that in a high school game. I should hear that in a high school game because you don't know where the scoring table's at. I should never hear that in an NBA game.
When we went to overtime, did anybody think the Cavs had a chance of winning?
No.
They fucked up all their chances when the JR shit happened.
If you look at Sean Livingston and Steph Curry face, they sighed and laughed like, nigga, we have no business winning this game. None whatsoever. Like, look at this, bro. Like, they're gonna, man, JR, man. If that was my team, I'd be throwing shit, man. Like, that's inexcusable.
JR,
Draymond.
The fact that this is the finals, this has to be a Shaqtin' the full Hall of Fame.
It's Shaqtin' Hall of Fame, dog. Mm-hmm. Shaqtin' Hall of Fame. You ain't never seen nothing like that before. The finals.
That was entirely fucking dumb. Steph Curry had a fantastic game.
He's gonna be Finals MVP.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what's his outlook for Finals MVP? Because
he's gonna be Finals MVP because
he's the reason that they stood firm in the fourth quarter.
KD huffed it out tonight. If you look at KD's box score,
I'm gonna keep it G with you. KD bitched down in the fourth quarter. Yeah,
if you look at KD's box score, you think, oh, he had a good game. It was kind of reminiscent of not Paul George, but George. What's that nigga name? Chris Paul. Chris Paul's game 1 of West Conference Finals. We had like 24-11, but he played a horrible game. Anybody who watched the game knew that it was a classic stat stuffing. If you look at KD's box score and you didn't watch the game, oh, KD had a good game. No, KD was horrible.
He was 8 for 22, 1 for 7 for 3. Yeah, that was just that was not a good game. But you know, I mean,
and Steph is overdue for a Finals MVP.
Well, fucking.
I will say Clay had a good game.
Clay did have a good game.
Clay's gonna have a good series for this main part right now. He's gonna have a lot of energy because he's not chasing Kyrie for 40 plus minutes a game like he was doing the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's not gonna have to guard George Hill. George Hill can beat himself.
I'm still down to JaVale McGee, 6 minutes, 4 points. After he bricked that wide open shot in the curl, was like, never again. It took him right back out. That's funny, but I forgot what person mentioned it. When he gets in there, there's some sort of energy they play with. I mean, he tempted one ball like it was Will Chamberlain playing against all the niggas from the 60s who were like 5'1". So, if they had a big, this would be very, very...
It's interesting stat to me. I don't know how much you guys really care about plus minus, but every starter on the Cavs finished at least -9 plus under. LeBron and Kevin Love were both 13. Both finished -13. JR finished at -20.
What was Kevin Love's final?
Kevin
stats?
Love had 21 points, 11 rebounds. 13 rebounds, 11 of them defensive.
Because it felt like he played. It felt like he played one good quarter.
He was 9 for 20. Yeah, he was.
That explains it.
He was kind of off and on. He was very under the radar. Like he was efficient, I guess.
I'm finna get my old man yelling at the clouds, like from The Simpsons. You are a sinner. I don't care. Stop shooting threes. 9 of 20. You're 1 from 8 from 3. The majority of your misses were from 3. The majority of misses from 3. You take away those 8 attempts right now, and what is he? What would he be? Freaking 9 of 12. And he was in the hole getting buckets. I hate that he always runs out there. And I get that he's a solid 3-point shooter. I just hate when centers do that. I hate when. Even look at him right now. He's at the top of the key.
The Cavs shot 27% from 3. The Warriors shot 36.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked.
Yeah, that was kind
of...
I'm shocked the Warriors were that high.
They were fucking shitty in the second half. So I don't know how they made it that much.
I'm shocked by too.
Yeah, man.
And those stats are funny because the Houston Rockets missed 27 straight. I'm not gonna get over that. That's why I don't want to hear nothing about Chris Paul. Niggas missed 27 straight threes. If you make 6 of them, you win that game.
Easily.
I don't want to hear that.
All you have to do is make a 3-pointer at an opportune moment, and it switches the entire game. But
Clay had a light 24. Nobody really even noticed that he had 24. Draymond had a good game too. 12 points, 11 rebounds. How many assists? 9.
9 assists, nearly a triple double, 5 steals. You know,
and 5 steals. Yeah.
I'm dying, man. He hit that first 3, and that nigga celebrated like I done hit like 4 threes in a row. I will say the next one he banged too. I think what was it, Mike? Who said he needs to hit that 3 for confidence?
Yeah, because confidence was shaky.
Exactly. Now you're gonna have to start pressing him when he comes out there. So that was good. That's momentum.
Am I the only one who feels like the floodgates are gonna open up on Sunday?
Oh, that's it. It's over.
You talking about if they lose? Or you talking about during the game?
I'm talking about for the Warriors. The Warriors, the floodgates are going to open. They're going to... The butt kicking we thought we was going to get tonight, I think it's going to happen on Sunday.
What's it like for Iggy, though? What's his outlook? Will he even have a chance to play?
Well, I think he has a chance to play game 2. He said he's feeling better. He said he's planning to get out there for game 2, but we'll see. But hey, I think probably game 2 or game 3. Maybe game 3, especially with them winning tonight, might be a little more realistic.
You might want to sit him just for game 2. If you have, since you've won, just don't rush him back. Because when healthy, Dallas is a crucial part of that team. You don't want to try to rush him back, and you end up losing game 2 any fucking way.
True.
Yeah, man.
He ran the ball out for 3.5 seconds. That's a long time when you think about it.
So wild. That's just
how old is Andre Iguodala?
He is 34.
34? Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, that's just one of those places. Like, I'm just not gonna get out of my head. Just like, how bonehead can you fucking be? Like,
and that's the thing is, you can't.
Point. And then you say that you did. You say you didn't know we were ahead, or you whatever fucking.
Yeah,
his excuse don't make sense.
The word said the Browns. I ain't know we was up.
I ain't know we was up. You weren't up, nigga. You were fucking tied. So what were you?
I thought we was up. I'm sorry. I thought
yeah. So it's just like you can't fucking do that. And the fact that it happened to JR of all people, like we just did this whole thing about being happy that JR and who was it, Nick Young, both of them are in the fucking NBA Finals together, and then JR just goes ahead and does some stupid shit like that. That's me. I'm gonna remember that shit for years.
Shout out to Big Tim, which is the most Chicago accent of all time. He said you shouldn't even hear that in high school. I smacked J.R. Smith with a Henny bottle if he got in the locker room. No, he's right. You should never hear. I thought we was up. Is the score now, once again, is the score only available looking up? It has to be somewhere else so you can see the score.
Right.
Because you should just have to guess what the score is.
And also, like, it's not even that. Like, the egregious thing is, dude, there's somebody at the foul line. Which means that you have time to check out the game scenario, know the scenario, what's the score, how much time is left on the clock, fouls to give, all that.
Here's an interesting point. Ira Winderman from the Miami Heat. He just tweeted out a picture of the little scuffle between Draymond and Tristan Thompson, and Kevin Love was on the bench, but he stepped on the floor. By rule, that's a suspension.
How far on the floor?
I'm finna retweet it right now. He has one hole.
You really want the Cavs to get buried?
I'm just saying by rule, that's a suspension.
I'm looking up. He had both feet out. He's past the 3-point line, past the corner 3-point line. So by rule, that's a suspension.
Yeah.
By rule, that should be a suspension. If you retweet it, I'll go check it out. But
I just retweeted it.
Lord have mercy. Could the Cavs be any fucking day?
No, you take away Kevin Love. LeBron might have to clone himself.
Yeah, he's got to.
He might have to go home and tell Bronny, bro, lace up. I need somebody.
Shout out to Bleacher Report.
Matter of fact, Bronny, lace up. Your pops need you. Your pops need you.
That hilarious video Bleacher Report came out where he was just like going through the fucking years. Cavs Warriors. 27, 30 something. Robo LeBron with Bronny Jr. versus Riley Curry. It's like Riley Curry like in war paint.
Bro, that's Riley Curry. They have 40-year-old Donovan Mitchell on the Warriors.
They're like Uncle Drew. Oh no, that's just Kyrie Irving now.
That's just Kyrie Irving in his actual age.
Oh man. So I think we covered this game from pretty much all angles. Before we go, who was you guys' MVP for this game? Let's start with Scott.
J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is the Warriors MVP for this game.
I think he earned that.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson is my MVP. Klay Thompson MVP because he was very, very consistent from three, and literally when it was an open shot and momentum needed to change, and he banged it. So Klay's my MVP.
I'm gonna have to go with Steph Curry. I think, at least for now, he's silenced all the people that have, come at his head for not.
He can't play well in the finals.
He can't play well in the finals. He hasn't won a finals MVP. He just jumped out to a big league right now. So actually, let's try to get Mariano on the call. Let's see. Let's get Mariano on here real quick.
I'm just dying laughing. I don't know if you all saw the Barstool photo that they tweeted out with the people playing.
I saw that.
This is the funniest pic I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't see that.
But bro, look at Klay Thompson's face. You see Klay?
Why does Steph Curry look like Michael B. Jordan? Steph Curry looks like Michael B. Jordan.
That's Michael B. Jordan.
Yo,
Mario, what's up, man?
What's up, my boys?
We gonna get
Yo,
this.
what's up with J.R. Smith, man?
G.
Let me tell y'all like this. All those Henny memes and all that shit is real. Because this is what I thought happened. I'm sitting here watching the game, and I thought he was about to take a turnaround in the lane and hit it off the glass or something. Because this is the thing. At that moment in the game in basketball, everybody's stuck to the floor because they don't even know what's happening. Right. He had the shot. He had the game-winning shot. This man ran a flea flicker. He ran a legit flea flicker. Like he playing for the goddamn Colts or something. Like, I don't get it.
The quote made it even funnier. Oh damn! I thought we was up in a finals game, dog. Like I said, I felt for LeBron, man. It's first time ever. I felt for the man. Like there's nothing else There's no explanation, dog. Like
You what?
he needs a podium game.
Scott, look this man. Look.
Scott,
if you watching on YouTube, you gotta look at this man right now.
Scott, look at me. You what?
I know. That's how bad it was. That I legit said that, man, I felt bad for him, dog. Like, I tweeted him like, yo, my fault, yo. Because, dude, like, I ain't got no words for it, G. I legit ain't got no words for it, bro.
He did his thing. I will say that. Every time they called that ISO at the top of the key, he cooked whoever was on him. And the Warriors knew that early in the game. I think first, second quarter, they figured that out, and they took advantage of it for the rest of the game. I can't blame this loss on him.
Nah, of course not.
But because he's not my GOAT, I will.
Let's take it there.
Keep that in. Keep it.
You know, they lost. George Hill had a chance to ice it. I thought he was going to miss the first free throw, not the second.
I thought so too. I thought he
was going to miss the first one.
Who has George Hill stats? Because I'm in a Texas baby family.
I got it up right here. Let me bring
George Hill had 7, 1, and 2.
My man Pavi in quote said that he had a solid game.
That's not a solid game.
Gee.
And 5 fouls, 7 points, 5 fouls, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 2 for 4 from 3, 2 for 6 overall. That's not
he missed the go-ahead free throw.
It's not a solid game.
And he let Steph drop 29 on his head, and Pavi was telling me, oh, he can give Steph airspace. Come on, man. Come on, dog. George Hill, bro.
I don't respect his hairline either, so.
Yo, George Hill look like he look like a cluck who got his life together. Like remember Bubs from The Wire? If he got HGH, that's who he'd be. Like for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna never be able to watch The Wire without unseeing that now. So,
I had a question, Mariano. What you feel about the call on Kevin Durant that got overturned?
Okay, so I think that they should have got that call right the first time because it was clear.
Yeah,
I do feel like in a finals game you don't overturn that. So I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if it was Brown driving and that call got called on him and it got reversed. I think a lot of people will look at that and be like, okay, that's Bron. But when it's KD, I think we still surprised because KD doesn't necessarily get those type of calls. Like, that's a LeBron call that LeBron would have got. Mm-hmm. So the fact that KD got that on LeBron, I feel like it's a sign of the times where it's like, okay, now KD is starting to become like that nigga now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because that's a call that's, they reviewed it and overturned it. Like, I was shocked.
I didn't even know you could overturn that.
I didn't know that either. I thought it was like much ado about nothing. I thought they was looking at that call just to see, like, let's see for the next time. But when they overturned it, I mean, and KD got 2 shots, I was like, oh, like.
And they're showing, oh wow, Brian Colangelo. The Sixers are seriously considering firing Brian Colangelo.
I mean, they should. Like that's another story. He can't fucking stay on after that.
Yeah.
But on the foul, the NBA just tweeted out that was the right call. So
yeah,
you know,
it was. Yeah. I just thought they should have got it right the first time because in real time watching it, I'm not a referee, but I thought it and I was like, nah, that's Brown was moving like Brown, like he bumped him. Like why would you call that?
And I'm literally looking at the rule book, and if the offensive player were to cause contact with the defensive player who was established there, then would have been the offensive. What I saw was literally Bron moving into KD, but never establishing that he was there first. So, I thought, when I saw that, I said, that's a blocking foul. Never been a charge. But I agree with you, Mariano. Doing that in the finals game, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. So, I agree with all of it.
Yeah. Mariano, we were just talking about Steph Curry and how everybody's been, bringing up the same old shit with Steph. He don't show up in the finals. He ain't, worthy of finals MVP. What you think of Steph tonight, man?
I'm going to tell you, Steph played out of his mind tonight, and Rachel Nichols brought up a great point on the jump about Steph in the finals MVP. The great Rachel Nichols. Shout out to Rachel. She was saying that if you was introducing Chauncey Billups and, Paul Pierce, you would say finals MVP first because, like, that's their crowning achievement. Mm-hmm. With Steph, you're going to name off, like, 11 accolades before you even get to finals MVP if you ever get one. So it don't really... I don't think it necessarily matters to Steph being the finals MVP because if he has to be your best player, I think you're wasting the talent around him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's counterproductive if he has to be the best player. He's your franchise player, obviously, but you got Kevin Durant in there for a reason. You got Klay Thompson for a reason. I don't think it matters to anybody. I don't think it matters to Steph as much as it matters to everybody else, I should say. Tonight he played like a fucking MVP. If he's gonna do this for 3 more games, he's gonna get the Finals MVP. In my eyes, I will vote for the Finals MVP.
I definitely agree with that. I'm hoping he gets it just so them stupid complaints about him can stop. But shout out to Cavs fans bitching about the refs on Twitter. I'm watching it right now, and it's very incredible.
I want to go back. I got the video at the end of the game playing. Like we got the foul is playing right now.
And you know what's also funny about in the same breath they're saying, let's not talk about Kevin Love getting suspended for stepping on the court, but you bitching about fouls. Like,
right.
It's like, no, they got a picture of Draymond, and they're saying it was a lane violation on George Hill's missed free throw. Dude, come on.
Yeah, you gotta show the fuck.
Come on, man.
That's like what I saw with freaking Drake and Pusha. Niggas was finding Pusha's old tweets because they want to find something to deflect what happened with LeBron. It's trash. You ain't got to deflect. Well, no, that's how it was a blocking. I thought it was a clear blocking. He never established a position. My man was moonwalking to get to that position. So, but I get it though, because if it was my play, I would probably be saying the same thing, or not. Who knows?
Sure. I don't really have much else.
One last thing before we get out of here. I want to read J.R. Smith's quote, so we can get to the mind of J.R. Smith and what he said about that play.
Tap into the mind of J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith told Brian Windhorst, "I was trying to get enough to bring it out to get a shot off. I knew we were tied. I thought we were going to call a timeout. If I thought we were ahead, I'd have held on to the ball and let them foul me. Sure, dude."
Nope.
Nah.
No, I don't believe that. Because he passed the ball to the corner for like a dude that was fucking. Who was that? George Hill.
Yeah.
He was defended. He was smothered in the corner. You passed the ball to him. You knew y'all was tied. Okay.
Yeah,
it's only bit of bullshit he could have said at that point. So
because LeBron pointed like this and his eyes lit up and then he panicked and passed it. I disagree. And then when LeBron looked at him for explanation, he was with and you could literally see him mouthing, what did he say? I thought we was up. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And then also shout out to this is probably not even a Cavs fan. This is just LeBron fans for tweeting this. No more Michael Jordan has nothing to do with this. They tweeted George Hill and J.R. Smith wasted a classic finals performance. Let me guess. MJ wouldn't have made sure his teammates didn't choke, right? Actually, yes.
This is what never had the ball.
See the Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, yeah, because he'd have smacked them. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my goat would have won that in regulation. Let's get that clear.
Let's get it fucking clear. Let's seriously.
Let's get that clear. And listen, LeBron had a great game. I watched him. I enjoy watching him. And me, I'm not a Warriors fan. Like, y'all know I'm a Bulls fan forever, but I'm not a Warriors fan. But at the same time, I was scared, like, oh shit, like LeBron off the leash tonight, like.
Yeah, woo. Man, I asked that question because there was a little bit of me, like when they had that and one, when Brian got that and one in the final minute, that's like, oh shit.
But this is why, but this is why the Cavs fans should be more scared than I was, because if LeBron James is gonna go out there and drop career numbers in game 1 and y'all lose in overtime because of incompetence. What do you think that says about the rest of the series? That means that tonight LeBron dropped 51. If he drops 60, do y'all like y'all chances? No. I think the more points LeBron scored, the smaller the chance of Cleveland winning. That's how I feel.
Because that means that that means if they're scoring more, then they're playing to the Warriors' advantage.
So think about it like this. How much did they score tonight? What was it? 114, right?
114.
LeBron scored 51 of that, right? Now listen,
dude,
so listen to the numbers. Now next game, if they come out and LeBron scores 40, what are their chances of winning? If he scores 35, what are their chances of winning?
Terrible.
But think about what 40 points and 35 is. If Sean Livingston scored 40 points, we'll look at him like the next great whatever. If he scored 35, but it's LeBron James, so he has so much on his shoulders that I don't think Cavaliers fans need to, Cavaliers fans should just calm down because what we're telling you is something that you should already know. The more LeBron James scored, the smaller your chance increases of y'all beating the Warriors. They want him to score. Steve Kerr is smart. He wants him to score.
And they played pretty good defense on him in the third quarter. Well, LeBron had maybe 1 or 2 shot attempts in the third. You know, I would just double him. I'm doubling him all game. Yeah. Let them other dudes beat me. Until they can beat me, I'm doubling LeBron. Or you can just do what you did tonight. Let them have it.
I just don't know why Ty Lue insisted on playing Jordan Clarkson. Like, he played him in valuable minutes.
Jordan Clarkson. Hey, my dog Jordan Clarkson was trying to get buckets.
Jordan,
listen. I saw him miss 2 threes in a row, and I was like, yo, dog, I feel embarrassed for you. Like, I felt like the same way, like, you know how you watch somebody sing on TV, and you'd be like, all right, come on, let's end this shit. Like, come on.
Right. So I'm looking back. They Van Pelt on ESPN right now slowed down the clip of when JR took it out. When he took out the ball, he looked up to look at what the score was. And then afterwards, they slowed down the conversation between him and LeBron. LeBron didn't even say a word and just looked. And then JR did this, and LeBron asked for an explanation. And once JR said it, LeBron's face was like, so I know he's lying. I feel him because as a professional player, I would never say, man, I thought we was up. That's like, I forgot the dude's name on the Cowboys, who was a defensive player, like a defensive lineman. And I think he got a pick or a fumble and ran it back.
Leon Lett.
Ran it back the opposite way. I don't want to look like Leon Lett on national TV. So I think you guys said.
Also, Joe, this is the thing. The reason why I don't believe he thought they were up, because if you thought y'all was up and you thought that was the end of the game, why did you pass the ball instead of holding it for the last shot?
Right, exactly.
I mean, not the last shot, but why didn't you hold the ball and thinking that they were going to come foul you, or thinking that you were just going to be able to run the clock out just by holding the ball? Why did you pass the ball to the corner? Like, no, you knew that because LeBron looked at you and said, nigga, go to the rim. And he was like, oh, shit. Like, and he passed it. Like, I don't know. I thought the Cavaliers should have won that game. I do. Yeah. I feel like the Cavaliers missed a golden opportunity because
you're not going to get many of those.
With right under a minute left, I want to say it was like 54, 55 seconds left. I think the Cavs might have been up by 2, I want to say. I'm not for sure. But I was like, yeah, this is a game that LeBron James is going to close out because I've seen this from him time and time again. Eastern Conference, Western Conference, whoever the opponent is, I've seen LeBron close these type of games out. He's going to end this game. When George Hill went to the line, I said he's going to miss the first one and he's going to make the second one. There's going to be some drama. When he made the first one, I said, oh, no, this game is over. This game is over with. Cavs going to win this game. I'm going to be wrong about them getting swept. You know, even though I'm not going to say I 100% believe that. I think they're going to lose in probably 5. Bron's going to get one, like, just out of respect to Bron. You know what I'm saying?
I said they're going to get swept, but part of me thinks that LeBron going to get
them. You know what? And I think all of us on this call, we know enough about LeBron James because we watch him so much. We have to respect LeBron to give him at least one game.
We know about LeBron so much because we watched him kick our team's ass for so
100%. And that's the only reason why I'm giving him that, because this Warriors team is one of those teams. As soon as this game went to overtime, there was no doubt in my mind that the Warriors were going to win the game because I said you gave them new life. And LeBron, you just scored all these points and you broke a record in the fourth quarter in regulation. And your team is doing this. You got Jordan Clarkson out there. Think about this for a minute. I'm going to say this. Just let's get a moment of silence before I say this right quick, right? Y'all ready? Yeah. This team is counting on Jeff Green to be a reliable second or third option, bro. Think about that. I had that conversation in the barbershop today, right? I'm in the barbershop. My barber cutting me. My man across from us, we talking, and he was like, "Man, Jeff Green." And I said, think about this. Say that sentence back to me again, and I'm gonna tell you the Warriors' first 4 options. I said Steph. I said KD number 1. I said KD. I said, you know what? Let me go first. KD 1, Steph 2, Clay 3, Draymond 4. Let's just say that's the order. Give me the Cavs. He said LeBron. I said okay. He said Kevin Love. I said if Kevin Love is healthy, okay, cool. Then what? He said Jeff Green. I said
really?
Okay. I said then who? Man, JR.
You can throw Carver in there.
Look, you know what's crazy? The first thing out his mouth was that Corver was going to be the second option. I said, okay.
Yeah,
I said, if you take a shot for how many times Corver goes to the rim, you're gonna be sober as fuck by the end of the night.
That reminds me of Pappy, because Pappy has been trying to convince us and lying to us that the Cavs actually have like some hitters on the team. Like he's trying so hard. I would
love
Pappy.
to hear what he has to say on this. I really wish we could get him on.
I want him to come on here live after the Cavs lose every single game, and we can talk to him and say, "Bro," because his bias, I applaud it. Because he sticks with it. That's my guy. That's my man.
The only reason why I don't look at like Pappy, my guy, I love Pappy. But the only reason why I don't look at Pappy's bias with like a side eye is because he admitted it when he shook Brian hand in the club. He said, "I'm never gonna be rational about LeBron James ever again. I shook his hand in the club. That's my man now. I ain't gonna never say." You know what I mean? So I respect it because he hedged his bet ahead of time. He already, you know what I'm saying? Like he already knew what time it was. But I think Pappy is smart enough as a basketball fan. I do respect. He's like one of the few people whose basketball opinion I respect. I think he's smart enough to know that he's loyal to his take, but he knows that LeBron isn't going to beat this Warriors team. He knows.
I love Pappy, bro. Pappy, bro, your takes are far too hot. But when they're not about LeBron, they're good. That's all. When they about LeBron, and I feel him. Because if Jordan was playing today, you think I would be rational? No.
Hell, fuck
I would be rational. I will say though,
I'm not rational about Mike now. Why would I be rational back then?
Yeah.
Now, was that the conference finals Reggie Miller pushed off of him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck Reggie Miller.
Game 4.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of the push off, I saw a lot of people giving Chris Paul slack for saying he pushed off on every single time. Excuse me. LeBron James did the same shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Multiple
you
times.
Watching,
like,
I said, he literally moves his hand like this.
Look, one-on-one, Steph was coming out there to guard him at the top of the key, like damn near every single time, which I was surprised and I applauded Steph for that because he guarded him like a lot one-on-one, like top of the key, top of his moves. And LeBron was just pushing the man off, like forearm pushing the man off. And I was like,
get off me.
Yeah, and my thing was, okay, I like to see that. I just don't want to see people complaining about when Chris Paul do it. You know, I don't fuck with Chris Paul. Although Chris Paul did gain some respect for me in this postseason. We're going to talk about that later today.
Yes,
I apologize to him on the pod.
I'm going to have to apologize to him officially one day because he gained some respect.
I have lost respect for my own brother because I have no clue how he's going to give Chris Paul respect.
He's giving Chris Paul respect. He's ready to call LeBron the GOAT. I don't even know who Scott is no more.
No, I was not.
No. Wait.
Let's relax.
Pierce, hold on.
Let's
you just
relax.
said something. You just said, Scott.
Let's relax.
Scott. No, wait. Scott, let me ask you this, bro.
Let's relax.
This man Pierce just said, and Pierce a good dude. I like Pierce. He just said you was ready to call Brown the GOAT.
No,
what was that about?
What I said, my exact quote was, I was like, man, I feel sorry for LeBron. These bums he playing with are so bad that if he actually won this series, I might call him.
Okay.
That was my actual quote.
Okay. I thought he was on some Pappy shit where Pappy was like, all he got to do is get there and he the GOAT. And I was like, nah.
Shout out to Joel Embiid. His last tweet, JR is
on that Henny. Wow.
LOL.
Somebody tweeted me. Shout out to the homie who tweeted me.
Even Dirk said, did he think they were up one?
The homie was like, yo, do you think JR was on Henny White or regular? And I said, that might have been Henny Black. 'Cause I done been on Henny Black. Listen, I done been on Henny Black. I remember the first time I was back in college and it was about to be a snowstorm. It was back when I was in Detroit. It was about to be a snowstorm. I remember at the liquor store, I saw the Henny Black and I said, yo, what's that? My man was like, yo, this shit like new or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm about to be snowed in. Let me get a bottle of that shit. Boy. I'm going to just leave it at that. just boy.
Shout out to Lil Lord, Pat Bev.
I would say shout out to Lord Pat Bev because that man was heating Tristan Thompson. Said, when we know that man ain't tough.
Yeah, but that's why Draymond went to him specifically. Why Draymond dressed like he's going to the Oscars? That's a Detroit.
We're on the subject of people and how they dress. I got the video. You guys won't be able to see it, but like on YouTube, you guys will be able to see it. Pre-game, coming into the arena. What in the blue hell was LeBron James stylist thinking?
Listen, I told you.
Play the video right now. You watching the video right now on YouTube? This nigga has knickers on.
Look, I tweeted this when I saw the picture. LeBron James was dressed appropriately because this series is going to be short. He was wearing shorts. The series is going to be short. I get it.
That's definitely the Skyping of you, bro. That's the Skyping job. I just got to put on a suit and look decent.
When you just woke up.
Exactly. I'm going to keep the drawers and the flip flops on. That's what he got, bro. He should be ashamed. That fit is not hot, bro.
I tweeted earlier. He looks like he got a finals game at 8, but he's in Mr. Schneebly's class in School of Rock, and they got to play Battle of the Bands at 5. My man, my brother.
Brian got to stop having these niggas dress up like the Blues Brothers for every role.
Yeah, like, he like the real Jackie Moon. Like he got to run the team, play for the team, teach niggas how to dress.
Draymond got an Adriana's on a Friday on a Chris Winter night suit, bro. That's
Draymond.
Yo, Steph got a swaggerless blazer on. What is that, Michael Jackson type blazer?
Nah, bro. That's.
I'm gonna say this about Draymond.
Got a step pop fit.
He not from Detroit, but niggas that's from any cities, in Michigan surrounding Detroit, they claim Detroit. Like that's just what it is. Not even on no bullshit.
Like the same with Chicago.
I'm pretty sure back in Illinois, like if you're not from Chicago, you might be from Champaign, Illinois, but you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna say Chicago because that's what people know. You know what I'm saying? But he dressed like a nigga that's coming to Detroit, going downtown. Like I'm finna turn up. Like you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
He going for a night on the town.
Right. Basically.
I think one last thing before we get out of here, man. One thing I'm just looking forward to for this finals is how turned up Swaggy P is gonna be when the Warriors closes out. It's gonna be a sight. Looking forward to World Championship.
It's gonna be better than JR. It's gonna be so much better than JR.
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing that would be better is if Monte ever won a championship. But
yes,
don't get me started, man.
We can only
Monte the champ.
Listen. I still wish the Warriors would have signed Monte this season. Let that man get a ring with him because we know they're gonna get a ring. But in my heart, Monte a champion. So, hey,
Monte playoff minutes off the bench, that'd have been classic.
Monte have it all.
I can't wait to hear this LeBron press conference. I really want to know what this motherfucker's gonna say. No,
bro, I'm about to make some popcorn, my nigga. This is gonna...
real quick before we go out, Mariano, who's your MVP of the game?
Steph, easy. Swag, just off of, I hate using the word swag, but like it's just so fitting tonight. Off swag, off performance, off just resilience, off the moments, like the three in the first half. I thought that was very clutch because like that make a difference. Being down 3 and being tied off of that shot right there make a big difference. And for me, it was Steph. Like I said, I think he set the tone. Like he really did.
Yep, definitely agree.
Man, this shit was fun. I'm glad we were able to
this was fun.
We'll be doing this after every finals game, man. So
every game.
As soon as the final whistle, thank God Sunday it starts at 7. So this shit gonna be so damn late, man. But yeah,
I'll be back on the West Coast. So it'll be over about that game will be over by 7:30. The sun will still be out.
This nigga want to take a second to brag. Like I came back to the slum.
No, shout out to the crib, man. It was like 92 degrees here today, man.
Motherfucker out, man.
It was hotter today than it's been in LA in like a month. So
it felt like 100 in Atlanta today. I took the dog. I was like, yo, my nigga, you might have to piss in the house.
And that Georgia heat is another deal, dog.
It's another deal, man. That's a bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to all y'all for watching, man. This was fun.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be up on YouTube, so if you want to watch the video version, you can watch that.
Uncle Drew.
I see the uncle. Is that the Kyrie shirt?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yay album out. Guess what I'm doing? Not listening to it.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah.
The Kanye album? Fuck Kanye.
Yeah.
Bro, they in some hill from True Detective, bro. These niggas in Wyoming. Sitting on hills listening to it out.
Like the pictures and shit?
Bro, and he defended his slavery was a choice thing. I don't want to hear the album, bro. I don't want to hear the bars.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw like where they was at, I thought nigga might have had Humphrey Bogart on the skit or something. Like he got some bullshit going on. Listen, I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm probably gonna listen to the album.
I'll listen to it definitely, but I ain't in a rush to do it.
I'm not gonna listen to it, and it really has nothing to do with his quotes. It's just I'm done with them.
Yeah. This is a Redbox album. You know, like how when you wait for the movie to come out, you're like, I'm gonna get on a
Redbox album.
You know, like I'm gonna get that movie on Redbox. This is a Redbox album. I'm gonna catch it one day.
And I got
to stream. I may catch it. I don't know.
All I know is Drake better have a response before we have episode 2 of this. I know that much.
Bro, the finals game over. We need time, bro.
Hey man, listen.
$100,000 to find some dirt on Pusha.
Listen, dog. My wife don't even really like listen to too much rap. She hit me when I was at work and was like, "You heard that Pusha T?" Listen.
Did y'all hear Jeff Van Gundy mention it during the broadcast?
Jeff Van Gundy was wilding today, G.
Drake got to respond now.
Yeah, he got to.
He getting talked about during the finals.
Listen, I tweeted this when Pusha dropped that shit. He got to snatch a braid out of Pusha T hair and wear it on the chain. That's the only way right now. This shit.
Yeah, that's for real.
Pusha went over the line.
Hey,
like this is rap though. I like it. This is rap. This is real rap beat. Yeah, hell.
I love my rap beat when it's petty and personal. When niggas just taking dummy shots. For
I'm gonna say this for anybody who's new to this shit. Go listen to the Cameron versus Nas shit. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And hey, G, like my mom said.
That's why Jewel's wild over what he said. By the way,
Jewel's ain't got no damn teeth right now. So
you know what it is? Drake mentioned. Drake said pulled up in the front. You know, Jewel Santana, leg hanging out. Like he said his name, so you know Jewel just like come on, you know.
Yeah, he hype.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real quick though, did you guys see the Paul Pierce in the pregame? He's talking about about Warriors and Cavs, and this nigga like verbatim said this is like. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna give y'all this little gem that we just found out. We just recorded on Count the Dings. Y'all can listen to that. But Jay probably gonna post it in a minute. Mm-hmm. So what happened was Michelle Beadle, shout out to Beadle. She was playing tennis and she messed up her hamstring. Like I don't know if she tore her hamstring, but she injured her hamstring, so they had to wheel her into the studio. When they wheeled her in, Paul Pierce got mad because he thought they was mocking him. Because they brought her in the wheelchair, but it really happened. Shout out to Tom Haberstroh for that gym right there. He gave us that live on the podcast. Nah,
man. No, but this nigga was but real quick, this nigga was talking about Warriors Cavs, and he verbatim said this is like the Incredible Hulk versus the Avengers.
Man, come on, dog.
Come on, man. First of all, Hulk is an Avenger. So it's like,
well, he faced multiple times.
I'm glad I missed that. I was dealing with horrible customer service at Harold's Chicken, so I did not see that.
First of all, the worse the customer service, the better the chicken, my nigga.
Right, and that was a good batch.
Which Harold's?
If you really buy a nice, was you 87 to 100? Where did you get my chicken from? Because you definitely got it from me. What is it from?
87.
Bro, if you are listening, you're not Chicago. You walk into a Harold's, they say, "Hello, how you doing?" Leave.
Yeah. If your Harold's does not have bulletproof glass between you and the cashier, leave.
Yeah. No, that's the same thing in Detroit. It's the same thing in Detroit. Like if you go to a Coney late night and it's not, you don't fear for your safety in there, leave.
Shout out Coney. When we went to Detroit, we went to Coney Island having a corned beef sandwich. It was fire. And the moment we got back to my auntie crib, we found out our old dude got shot.
Yeah.
At that Coney Island we was at, and I was like, "That's why that shit tasted that good."
Yeah, not that ass though. Like if they don't give you chili and cheese on your receipt, just don't even go back there. It's a fact.
Look at LeBron's face.
He mad. He definitely broke multiple chairs in that locker room.
You should tell Jay I'll go get a switch, bro. You see it on his eye. That man is.
Oh my god.
3 words. Not my goat.
Not my goat.
I think.
Who gave BSO credentials to the finals?
What the hell?
Yeah.
How the hell BSO get? Nigga, we better get credentials.
Well, he has credentials, bro. Like he really does.
There's no reason we don't have credentials, yo.
If BSO and Barstool can get credentials, we better be able to get motherfucking credentials.
Yeah.
I would ask some dumb questions. Some really stupid questions.
I would do nothing else but ask dumbass questions.
On a scale of 1 to 10, LeBron, how far did you put your foot up J.R. Smith's ass?
Well, you know.
What is the switch that you gave him?
You just go out there, you play the game, and you just whoop his ass with half the tree.
JR, did you find the thinnest branch that you can find so it wouldn't hurt that well? I mean, it's still left welts.
Yo, the rings are very godly.
You know how many times JR probably done said, "Look, bruh," after this game, like, "Look, bruh." And he went, and like somebody be like, "No, I believe you." And he goes to somebody like, "Bruh, look, bruh, look." I saw the score,
bruh.
They changed it.
Hey, it was, bruh. Come on,
even
bro.
the ref told me like, "No, we ain't put the score right." So get him out of there.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, well, let's end on that note.
Yeah.
Follow me at Henny Omega on Twitter. Follow Scott at Scott C_CO of SUH, or as he likes to say,
Yes,
don't
sir.
follow him.
Don't follow me.
He mean that shit too.
Joe is at and Flows at Flows Andolini. Mario, I'm gonna let you go ahead and plug all your shit. Since,
Yeah, man. On Instagram, Telflair, TLFLAIR. On Twitter, it's Mariano, 2 N's, 2 O's. Like I tell your she asked me for money, man. That's it.
Ow. Yeah, man. Like I said, we're gonna be doing this every night after the finals. So just switch over to YouTube once the final whistle blows. Be right here for you with some good old jokes and ignorance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ball Don't Lie will be back. And of course, man, just continue to support all the good work at the Barber's Chair, man. And this was fun. This will be up on the podcast network just a little bit. Obviously, if you want to go watch the video version, it's on YouTube for you right now, man. So until then, it's been fun, man. We gonna see you.
Can't wait till LeBron tells us we broke.
I
can't wait for that first time.
Peace out.